sensation that your phone vibrates or rings, but it really does not. Well, it is just your mind playing tricks with you because of how used to your cell phone you are. Well, my cultural artifact is the cell phone. According to the Pew Research Center, 90% of American adults, well, not just America, but worldwide, 90% of them, they own a cell phone. 29% of them say that it is something they cannot possibly live without. The cell phone has become a necessity in the lives of many, and by getting to know its importance, you will figure out why. First, I will discuss the history on the cell phone. Then I will demonstrate, will show how it represents the culture of technology. Finally, I will identify with both the cell phone and its culture. The first attempt for the cell phone was a failure. It was in June 17, 1946. This cell phone, well, according to them, cell phone, was called the car phone. It was extremely huge. It was like this big and this long. It was not portable at all, therefore it was not considered an actual mobile device. Luckily, in 1983, the Motorola Dynatac came out, and that was considered the first truly known device. Although it was bulky and like it was missing things like internally, it was actually portable, such as this, a bit bigger. The purpose for the phone was for business purposes only, for making phone calls and anything that would make business faster. But after a while, they started implementing different features, beginning with emails and address books. After that, it spread communication throughout the world, and as of now, the mobile device is used as a form of multimedia rather than a tool of communication. To the community of technology, this tool is used for installing applications, making phone calls easier, quicker, and for emergencies, sending emails, paying your bills, and much more. This represents the expansion of technology since its rise in popularity in the 1980s. It represents the dreams of many who cannot afford to buy many pieces of technology that are extremely expensive, and with one small device they could do it all from here and connect to the world and possibly obtain success. To the outside of community of technology, it represents the achievement of humans and their capability of what they can and cannot do. It represents the productivity and wealth because people make lots of money from it. I just discussed the history on the cell phone and how it represents the culture of technology. Now I will identify with this culture and the cell phone itself. I did not always own a cell phone. I used to think it was unnecessary until I got one on my own, and I figured out that it was actually really easy communicating with people and doing all the other things. Now I rely on it to wake me up in the morning. I rely on it to go places that I do not know, such as using the GPS. Sending emails is really easy as well with the cell phone. I was wondering, and I asked people why it is that they use the cell phone and why it is that they rely on it the most. And a person responded to me that it is because it's a bunch of helpful technology put in one small device. And from then on, I realized that I was not alone. There are many other people that are dependent on the cell phone and need it for their day-to-day life. From then on, I was not afraid to use it in public. Rather, I was joined by other cell phone users as well. You can see around the room, there's everyone with their cell phones, most people. And I own various types of technology, but I rely on my cell phone the most. I use it in public, at school, at home. I use it to connect with the world without having to go out and about to do it. I become part of the expansion of today and expansion of communication of tomorrow. In conclusion, now you have a better understanding on the cell phone and the culture that it comes from. First, I discussed the history, then I identified with both the culture and the cell phone. Thank you for listening to my speech. Now when you use your cell phone to talk, to text, to get on social media, just remember that 90% of the population can be doing the same exact thing as you are. Thank you.